Hello and welcome to hobby vlog number 249. Now it has been a very short week. It is Wednesday night as I stand here recording this intro and I'll be finishing off tomorrow, hoping to get some extra hobbying done with Rosie before I edit and publish this video or upload this video, because on Thursday tomorrow I'm driving to Istanbul and then I'm flying over to America for nearly 2 weeks to spend lots of time with a bunch of awesome YouTubers, and I'm really looking forward to it, and hang out with a bunch of my mates. So yeah, shorter week. It's going to be a very much shorter video than normal, but first of all let's get into the Reaper challenge. So I did finish up painting the Dragon Hatchling black. I'll put a picture on the screen now to show you what that looks like. I forgot to say that in the last vlog. It was probably the least enjoyable, most boring miniature I've painted so far this year, to be honest. But that doesn't matter, it's painted and it's done and I'm happy with how it looks. It just wasn't very exciting. However, talking of which, the one that I'm painting this week is definitely going to be exciting. Now obviously it is early. It may be that I have more votes coming on last week's vlog, but they'll be too late to influence which one wins. Of course they'll still get their entry into the draw because that doesn't matter. But it was a Slig Squag Herder one. It was quite a tight one. There were two miniatures vying. I think the other one, I can't remember, it's gone from me, the other one. But the other one was awesome as well, so I didn't mind which one won. This time around it was that one. However, I will not even begin painting those for another 2 weeks. So I leave tomorrow. I'm not going to get time to paint that. I'm not even going to attempt to be honest. I'm just going to leave that on the side and start painting it when I get back from America. The whole painting so many 40k miniatures in such a short time kind of put me off painting for a bit, which is cool, and I've got a holiday, so it's good timing. Now, if you're not sure what I'm talking about with regard to the Reaper miniatures, on screen now is a list of 10 miniatures. Every week I'm asking people to vote for which miniature they want me to paint in the next week, and what you need to do is have a look at that list. There is also a list in the description on the Read More tab with links to the Reaper website if you're not sure what they look like. Leave a comment with the miniature that you want to vote for, and the one with the most votes will get painted, and you will all be entered. Everyone that comments like that will be entered into a draw to potentially win one of those miniatures from the Reaper website. So get involved, doesn't cost you anything, and it really has inspired and encouraged me to keep going, and I really hope that you can do that for me this week. So like I say, short one, long intro, short video. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you at the end. Well, here we are, the Dragon Hatchling Black. Let's have a quick look at this model. I think I'm going to actually have to get some pictures in my mind to paint this black dragon. I want to see what they normally look like. It's very flimsy. Can you see how flimsy that is? This is that rubbish material they used for a little while, which actually also doesn't take paint very well, so this could be quite fun. So I'm going to need to put that into some hot water, try not to bend the wings too much, get that scrubbed and clean. Once I've got that done and based and primed, I'll come back, show what it looks like, and by that point hopefully I'll have an idea of what colours I'm going to paint. I do tell a lie, I've got some ideas, but I want to see I want to get some inspiration from other people as well before I make my final decision. So yeah, thanks ever so much for everyone that voted last week. What are you waiting for? Get voting this week so you can pick the next miniature for me to paint. I managed to get all of the sandy dust put on, didn't actually take all that long last night, and now I'm umming and ahhing. I'm actually quite tempted to leave it. I was going to go for some bright colours, but unfortunately all of my bright colours, this is what happens in hot countries. I mean, this one's the least bad, it's still spongy. But yeah, I was going to go for something like that. And then I thought about like a mustardy colour. But the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm liking the look of it without anything added. So what I might do now is go and paint the rims, get the varnish done, and then re-evaluate once I've done that, decide whether I want to put any different colour on. But I probably won't. I think I'm happy with it. So yeah, rims and then finished, I think. Amazing. Alright, so my dragon has been based and primed. I'm ready to be taken downstairs. I've had a quick look at some pictures online and they all pretty much align with what I was going to do anyway, which is really cool. This is not going to take me very long to paint, I hope. It might even be the quickest model I've ever painted, but that's not the worst thing in the world because I don't have lots of time. So I'm just going to get that done. It will be on the channel on An Average Painter, so check that out if you're interested on Monday. Yeah, I think it's going to be really quick quick one to paint, and I'll bring it back when it's done. So we're going to have a look at the floor, and what I'm going to use is this nice felt, which is out of Rosie's. Rosie uses them to do stepping stones, don't you, love? Yeah. So we're going to use this felt, and we're going to glue the felt down inside on this side, which is the side that we didn't do the tiles for. So Rosie's going to mark it. She's going to mark it exactly, very carefully at the 10. Very carefully. Yep. And then you're going to mark it again, very carefully at the 10 at the top. There we are. So now we've got that, what you need to do is, again, very carefully, let me just move it around so we can see what you're doing. That's better. Right, so you're going to very carefully draw down a line next to the ruler between the two spots. No, you need to go up against the ruler, like this. You see? Sorry. And that means you get a straight line, okay? Yeah. So we have ourselves there, this happens to be the correct dimension, and this now is the correct dimension. You need to put the lid on, please. What we'll do is we'll cut that out, and then we'll bring you back and show you gluing these two things down. Right, so let's get some gluing done. We did actually end up having to trim the other dimension on this as well, because it was just half a centimetre, maybe nearly a centimetre too big. So what we're going to do now is first of all glue down this side, which we're going to do with grabby glue. This is the tile side. Rosie actually completed all the tiles, didn't you, in like the day, but then we haven't had time to actually do any hobbying since. So we'll put this in. Can you press it down?
Yes, I can. Do you want me to?
Yes, I want you to, love. Press it down hard. She's doing dad jokes. I can. Do you want me to? She's a monster. Right, so that's going to be good. Give it a good press down. There we are.
But anybody can do that joke.
Anyone can.
Not just you.
Not just daddies, but it is a daddy joke. Right, so now PVA. I'm going to put that in there. Squirt some PVA in. I'm going to get you a brush. Can you spread that smoothly over the whole of the bottom? There we are. And then once that's in, we will put the felt in, and I will weight it down with some things, and then we'll leave it. And then the ground floor is interior is pretty much done, which is pretty cool, isn't it? So get that nicely smeared over. Very good. Yeah.
A little more glue, please.
I don't think you need more glue. You don't need much glue at all. The more glue you have, the longer it will take to dry. So we'll get that smeared out. And what I'll do is, while you're doing that, I will grab the weights that we're going to use to make sure that it doesn't lift. There we are. Right. So what we'll do now, I'll put that to one side. Let's take this.
Can I push it down now?
Yes, of course. You can smooth it out. So you get in there and smooth it into all the corners. Make it look good. Very good. You know what? We might not actually need to weight it down.
What?
That looks good because it's flat and it's staying flat. So there we are. So should we show that to the camera? The interior of the ground floor is done. We'll let that dry. The next thing that we'll do together, Rosie, will be tomorrow, possibly if you want to, is we'll start work on the second floor. How about that? Excited?
Will I able to put my hand in here?
Yeah, it's going to be liftable, offable.
Oh.
Yeah. So what do you say to the camera?
Bye.
Well, that's it. These are completed against all the odds. Managed to get them completely finished. Just painted the rims. So now I just need to take a few photographs for an average painter video, and then I can put them in the box I'm going to transport them to America in. And I'm done. I can't actually quite believe it, and I'm very, very pleased, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy the video of how I paint these when they go live. Go and check it out, An Average Painter. And yeah, it just goes to show what you could do when you put your mind to it and when you decide that you're just going to do it no matter what, because that's exactly what happened here, and I did it. Well, hey. Well, I've painted this up in very short order. Actually, probably one of the miniatures I've enjoyed the least, funnily enough. And what I'm going to do now is make use of Luke's Arid Grasslands base ready. Get that stuck on, paint the rim, and then that'll be done. So that's good, because today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday, so I really need to finish it by tomorrow, so I should get that done, because I'm going to be editing my vlog on Thursday this week. And yeah, that's that. So I will, I will get that finished up and show what it looks like when it's all finished with the rim. Well, there we are. He's finished. The Dragon Hatchling Black. I'm pretty happy with how he looks, but he's probably my least favourite of all the miniatures I've painted this year so far from the Reaper range. But that's going to be one of those that you don't like, isn't it? It's one of those things, so it's not the end of the world, and I'm pleased to have it done. And yeah, that's the last thing I'm going to paint before I go to America as well. So I've just shut down all of my painting stuff, and yeah, when I come back I will have 2 Reaper miniatures to paint, because there will have been one announced and you'll be voting for on this video. And I think I've decided that I'll do something next week as well to allow you to vote there also. Anyway, that's that. I will wrap that up and get some pictures, and the painting video for this will also be out following Monday. Last little bit of hobbying before I head off to America. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a start on the second story, aren't we? So, hang on a second, I almost made a mistake. Whew, almost made a mistake. So what we need to do, we need to think about the gable ends. So if it's 200 along, they're going, oh dear. I'm going to turn the camera back on in a minute. Right, we're back and saved the mistake. So what we needed was the gable ends, but then I also realised I'd forgotten to leave any area for the tabs on the bottom, which is not what you want. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some cutting, but we'll first of all explain how we've done it. So we've got our 200, 200, 200 and 200, and then on each of on the alternate ends we've got a little triangle drawn in, which is 7 centimetres high, which is what Rosie wanted. So what we need to do now is we need to do some cutting, okay? So do you want to just scoot over a little bit closer to me, and you can hold down the ruler while I do the cutting. Right, so you hold that ruler down. We'll cut this end off. This is the waist. Yeah, that can be saved for something else. So now what we need to do is, this is going to be the complicated bit of cutting. So we're going to cut along this end here to do the gable, okay? Now I think actually I want to leave a little bit of a tab. So we're just going to cut a little bit higher. So there's potentially a tab there for the roof. Do we want to do that? I'm going to do it so if we want it, we can have it. So we'll cut along there. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll cut along here. Can you hold the ruler down as well? There we are. And now what we're going to do is we're going to cut along here. Don't pull that yet, it's not cut out, not cut fully out yet. Hold the ruler again, my love. Okay. And we're going to cut along here, look. Okay.
Yes, but I have sucky feet. You
have. Rosie's got a little bit of a sore throat today, haven't you, sweetheart? Right, so now what we're going to do is going to cut along here. That'll mean that will come out.
Good.
There we are. And then we can cut along here.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, this is our shape. So I'm actually going to turn this round to make it a little bit easier. I mean, I'm moving towards you.
Daddy?
Yes, sweetheart?
Where's the chimney?
We'll put the chimney on. One of the last things we'll do is put the chimney on.
And then we can do the flowers.
And then we can do the garden, which is the thing that you're most excited about, isn't it?
Yes.
Right, can you hold the ruler in a second?
I'm most important about the flowers on
Yes, the flowers are definitely the most important thing.
Yeah. They're definitely most important.
Definitely. Right, can you hold the ruler again?
Yes.
Good girl. Right. Let go now. Right, hold the ruler again. Nearly finished. There we are. And last but not least, I need you to hold the ruler again for this bit.
I don't really like the taste of it.
Do you not? But it's a medicine. So medicine that doesn't taste nice is very good for you. Right, so that's that cut out. That's the walls.
Kind of minty.
Oh, okay, that's the walls. But we've run out of time, so we're going to have to leave it there. And we'll come back to that when I get back from America, okay?
Gonna miss you.
I'm going to miss you too, sweetheart. But thank you ever so much for hobbying with me again. Let's move the camera so you can say bye-bye to the camera properly. Opa, there it is, there we are. Yeah, so yeah, it's been really fun hobbying, and I'll see you when I get back, okay?
Bye.
Okay, say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well, there we are. As I say, short vlog, but I did manage to just now get some hobby time in with Rosie. Unfortunately, we ran out of time to finish off as far as I wanted to get. But that one I'll sit on my bench and wait for me, and I'll very much look forward to getting stuck back into that when I get home, and Rosie will look forward to it as well, which is really awesome. So I'm really looking forward to my trip, and I'm really glad that I'm getting to go, but it is going to be rubbish being away from her, but you know, that's how things go. So thank you ever so much for watching. Don't forget to vote for the Reaper Challenge. The picture is on screen now with the options. The list is in the description, and I have already videoed and scheduled next week's vlog, so you'll be able to vote in that one as well. So stick around, get those done, and I'll be looking forward to calculating those votes, finding out who won when I get home again from America. I'll wrap up by saying, as I always do, and this is personal, I don't just say this for any other reason, that it means a lot to me, as I know people who are in this situation. And if any of you are in the same situation where you know people who are impacted directly or indirectly by the horrific war in Ukraine, then my thoughts go out to you and anyone you know who might be in that situation, and also obviously in Israel. And to everyone, please do stay healthy, stay safe, and stay well.